Good morning, traders. Hope everyone's doing well. So currently I'm looking for a position here. I'm looking for a short down to this 15-minute order block. So as it stands, we're just waiting for price to come into our area, and then we'll enter. I'm not going to rush into a trade. Obviously, I'm up for the week, and I don't want to just throw away money, because trading is not about how much you make; it's about how much you keep. So that was a valuable lesson that I learned right in the beginning, and I like to stick to it. So I only like to take trades where there's proper setups. So over here we have this inducement just before this 5-minute PRI, because this over here, this order block here, was the last point before this big push to the downside, obviously taking structure to the left. And so I see value in the area, and I do see value in the overall target being downwards. I think there's a big area here of orders chilling there. I do have a bit of a concern with this area up here, but if we do hold, I reckon we're going to hold from here and then trade downwards. So, and also there's a nice little 15-minute point of interest down here with some liquidity just before it. So that's why I see value in that area. Now, just to see whether that holds or not, because this wick here will be an area as well where we could sell from, but I'm trying to anticipate the push through the inducement over here to then sell off. So we'll see once price gets closer. Actually, no, I think from now on I'll watch it on the lower time frame. If we catch it, we catch it. If we don't, we don't. But I'm not going to risk entering lower down here. If this runs away without me, so be it. But I'll drop down to a lower time frame and then we'll watch it from there. Okay, so at this point, I don't think I'm interested in this trade. We spotted these early sellers, they got taken out. There is a fair amount of inducement here just before this area. I have this breaker block over here, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to enter. Well, I have my pending order set there, the stops above, and then I'm targeting just below here. So at this 0.27 level. So that's the trade I'm looking for. I don't foresee it playing out. Let me actually just get the exact figures of what I was looking for. Over here, it was 1. 6.9, profit level 3.7, stop of 9.2. Yeah, so that's pretty much the position I was looking for. And at this point we could run it. We haven't quite got to target. My only concern is that we come down, we then come back up and we find support in this area here and then start pushing up further. Because my whole idea was from here that we're going to get a push into this area and then a move downwards into this 15-minute block. Yeah, we'll see. I'm just going to wait a little bit, and should anything happen, should I get into it, I will record a further video, and then we can do another time lapse. But for now, this is pretty aggressive. I don't know if I am interested in it, because when we took the highs here, there is the inducement. So on that front, I mean, I am interested in that area being taken, but whether we then continue is to be determined. So I'm just going to have to make a decision here and stick with it. Okay, so I didn't manage to get into that first trade, but I'm about to get into the second trade. I hope at least it's busy pushing up. So I've still got my parameters set, my entry, my sell limit, and I still see it as a valid position because it still has that liquidity chilling right before that inducement, just before the block, and we could still see a play to the downside. So even if it's just down to the order block, I'm happy with that, but let's see how it goes. Okay then, so here we are, a bit later on, and the position didn't play out. There was a reaction off of it, so right over here, this was the reaction off of the block. Actually no, that was the reaction of the full order block, not my entry. Once I'd entered though, it went pretty much almost straight to stop loss, and then started breaking down. I think at this point, I was in gym at the time, but I was like, okay, cool. I think we had it downwards. Then we had this correction, and I was like, oops, probably not. There were quite a few times there where I thought about just closing it, because I mean, it is a Friday, and closing it at break even or around break even, that'd be great. But then I opted not to, because there's been a few times where I've closed trades out at break even, and then all that happens from there is it just goes straight down to the bottom to my target. And I have lost more money by doing that, by changing my rules, than I've actually saved. So this was a case where I didn't do that. But yeah, I got into the trade, and this would be a loss because it went down and then stopped me out. So it was one of those unfortunate ones. It's part of the process though, and if we don't take the risk, we're never actually going to make the reward. And yeah, I assumed the risk for that position. This year I have my R that I use per trade. Currently what I'm risking is 0.5% of my trading account per trade, so this is just 0.5% of my account. That's a loss. And so we've ended the week up, which is cool. I don't think I'll be trading further today. So yeah, this is pretty much my trade for the week. Yeah, I had a win there. I think Monday took a loss. Yeah, Monday took a loss, Tuesday took a loss, Thursday I won trade. So if you do the math with me, yeah, this is minus 1R, minus 2R. This was plus, just call it 5R, because it was 4.7R. So let's just call it 5 for the ease of mathematics. So up here, plus 5R, that gives you positive 3R, and then minus 1R. So I'm up 2R for the week, or 1.7R to be precise. So in my case, that is close to 8 or 0.8% for the week. I'm happy with that. That's cool. Consistent growth is more important. But yeah, so just stick to your plan. Trust the process, because trading is a process. It's not a destination, it's a journey. So if you fall in love with the idea of, I'm going to get better at this, I'm going to see mastery in it over time, cool. If you're a break-even trader, that's fantastic. You're not losing money. Remember, as a trader, our first goal is capital preservation. Second goal is making profits. So if you are not losing money, you're doing quite well. If you're losing money, you better check your risk management, because you're doing something wrong there. But overall, if you're making money, even if it's slowly but surely, that's the main goal. So I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. I'll catch you all next week.